And welcome, pool fans from all around the world. We are in Indonesia for 3 world titles. This one right here is the Women's WPA Women's World 10-Ball Championships. And we're off and running. I believe Silviana defeated April Larson in her first match. Pia Filler defeated your referee from the EPBF, the European Pocket Billiard Federation, is Perry Anderson from the US of A. These are races to 4. 2 out of 3 races to 4. WPA rules, the 10 must go in last. 3-foul rule, 30-second shot clock, 60 seconds after the break. Silviana breaking the balls dry, and Pia immediately up to the table to survey. She has 60 seconds to take care of this, and after that it's 30 seconds a shot with 1 extension. Pia is ranked number 4 by the WPA in the world rankings. Silviana, number 18. Their Fargo rating are 5 points apart. Pia with a no, I got that wrong. Silviana's in the high 700s. I have her down for 713. I'm going to have to double check that.
Extension.
Pia has a 718 Fargo.
Well, made the hit. At least survived the safety from Pia. But I feel there's worse to come for Silviana. Again, the distance coming up.
Well, she has a sliver of the 1 ball. I did check her Fargo, Tim, and her Fargo is 713. I seem to recall she was in the 750s.
Well, I usually leave that stuff up to you, so I believe
know.
you.
Well, I have been known to make mistakes. There's a men's doubles tournament going on. The first doubles tournament with a world championship title attached to it. That wraps up tomorrow night with the final at 6 p.m. Meanwhile, these ladies just got started today, and this is basically their second round right here. Pia has been playing very well this past year and a half. She has just made big strides in her game. They just won a big doubles tournament in Ho Chi Minh City.
Extension.
Right. back that up. They did win a big double tournament, but I can't recall where it was. Safety? No, I think she can see the ball. But can she cut it to the side pocket? There is no corner. And if you'll notice, there's Joshua Filler, her husband, in support. Go ahead, Tim.
Well, it looks like she is lining up for the side. I just think
4-ball side.
I mean, how is she going to get shape on the 5? That's the next thing.
Shoot it softly and not scratch. Or shoot it hard and go back up for it. There you go. That's a good shot. That's a rather strong
great
shot
shape.
right there. To beat the 10 ball. Well, the safety from Pia for the side pocket there was a little bit short, left an open shot, and Silviana took full advantage with a strong shot going 3 rails length of the table. Not across. For position on the 5, and now has this 9 and 10 ball to close out the first game. Oh, there's the 8.
Well, definitely a great start for Silviana. I mean, I think most of the people would say she is the slight underdog this match. So definitely to get off a good start will make a big difference.
I see this as a very even match. The only thing I give the edge to Pia is intensity. She seems to be much more, from what I've seen in their play. Silviana is very nice, and in this game you have to be very intense. But I think behind her niceness is intensity. So I make this a dead even match. I think we're in for a very tight game. Well, another dry break. Breaks from the side. All the balls end up on the same side she was breaking from. Let's see if Pia takes on this shot. Or does she just bank it to the left long rail and try to put the cue ball behind the 7?
I think that's what she's playing. Good call and a good shot.
One ball corner.
Just below the side pocket, Tim, for the first rail.
Well, that's what I would be assuming, but
Out.
yeah,
Got
she
the 10.
looked to be long, alright. And now the run out is not so difficult, even though all the balls were on the same side.
No, it is. It is surprisingly open. Because when they're on the same side, usually you have a couple balls or one ball tied up. And there's nothing tied up there. Defending champion for this tournament, of course, is Kristina Tkac. And we have the place is full of prior 10-ball champions. You have Cho Che-Yu, Cheska Centeno, Rubelin Amit, Jasmine Ocean, Kelly Fisher is here. Wei Tzu Ching, runner-up. And of course, I was going to say the Duchess of Doom, but she has not won the 10-ball championship. She was very close in Austria. She has been a semifinalist in 2023. Alison Fisher. So we have a lot of talent here. In fact, I believe in the top 10 ranked by the WPA, we have all 10 of those ladies here today.
Well, in the meantime, Pia cleaning up the table quite nicely. Handled the 2-3 near the top corner nicely. This time from the 5 to the 6, almost scratched. And maybe a little bit more angle on the 6 than you would have liked.
Very nice shot by Pia. Now she's got a long shot on the 7. She's going to have to work a little to get a shot here on this 8 ball. In fact, she's going to have to work a lot.
Extension.
This is almost straight in, so if she follows it, there's risk. And she has hit it hard enough to come past the 8. Past the 9, excuse me, on the left side. And the power hurt. Just one of those shots that looks simple, but it was tricky.
Extension.
Yeah, I would think she's gonna put the cue ball under the 8, one rail. Was she going aggressive, trying to make this and run the cue ball? Yeah, I don't think that was ever going to be easy to get shape. Can play a safety on the 8, banking the 8 2 rails to the bottom short rail.
Ball corner.
She's called it just in case in the bottom left.
Long shot on this 8 ball. Long straight in. A little dip of the cue there looked like. Did you see that, Tim?
Yeah, and I don't think I've seen it before with Pia.
I haven't either. Her cueing is always very on point, just very smooth. That should take care of game number 2, and we'll be tied with these once these 2 balls are pocketed. And tied we are. $175,000 prize fund for this World 10-Ball Championship. It's $50,000 to the winner, $25,000 to second place. Third and fourth have $16,000. Fifth through eighth is $9,000, and ninth through 16th is a smooth $4,000. Players of all, I've watched all these players post pictures of Bali enjoying the tourist attractions, the weather, the beaches, the resort, the food, the company. Looks like they're all out having a good time, but when they're across the table from each other, you'll get a blank stare, an intense stare, and a focused stare. Breaking from the side, playing the 1 to the side pocket. It goes high, the 2 ball goes in.
Oh, and the early 10 on the break, but it doesn't count as the win.
I didn't see the 10 ball go in, but when I saw Perry up there, the referee, I thought, well, did the 10 ball go in? And it did. Oh, you're bound to find a ball to get behind here. Push that one ball straight between the window there, between the 10 and the ball next to it. And hide that cue ball in that behind that 9-7. Just make sure
it would
you
be
get
nice
a
if
rail.
she can freeze up on them. That would be ideal. She's played it quite firm. Don't think she's got the full hook. Well, going for the run out. My biggest concern, the orange 5 ball. Do you have any idea, George?
The run out from here? She's going to have to back this up for the 4. And what to do with the 5? It's right between the 6-8. Let's see where she leaves the cue ball. Both of these young ladies are 27 years of age.
Extension.
Yeah, probably missed the 4 ball. Overcut it probably just to make sure the cue ball ran into the 5, or at least in that cluster. Does have the second prize, but Silviana can jump and send the 4 ball down table.
4 ball side.
She's calling her in the side. I think she's playing that 4 ball. She's going to try to stop the cue ball on the jump and play that 4 ball 3 rails behind the wall of balls on the right. Oh no, she's kicking it over. Cue ball, side pocket. Oh, awfully close. Straightforward kick on one rail kick here.
Four ball corner.
Wow, look at this. Good hit, but quite fortunate to find the 10 right in between again from that position.
Nine ball corner.
You know, with a number of balls there on the right side, that it could have ended up a lot of different ways, and not too many of them good for Silviana. There goes the cue ball again towards the side, and that one dropped in.
Yeah, a little bit of a struggle. The start of this opening set. Of course, this is the opening match for both players, or, well, for Pia, this is the opening match, I believe. So that can cause
No, they
also
both played a
some early
match.
struggles. Oh, they both have played a match.
Yeah, they both played a match. They both won. This is winners round 1. Pia defeating Alara Ghaffari from Turkey and Silviana defeating April Larson from the USA.
Yeah, I forgot about Alara. Well, in that case, I find it interesting to see that both of them are not really. Well, it's not like they really got going yet. I think we still have the most to come, the best to come. Now, these side pockets look awful tight. She might play a safety behind the 7 instead of shooting this to the side pocket.
Like that, Tim. Nice shot. Nice shot.
Yeah, and imagine, I'm quite sure you would know that too, is how the 6 was laying on other tables. I'm quite sure I would have taken the risk to go for the side pocket, but
Sure.
not on these arc tables.
Well, she's 3-rail kicking this ball to the side pocket.
Extension.
It's a big ball. Just barely had to get a little tighter out of the corner.
Foul. That's your second.
And also her second foul. Don't think Pia would need to win this rack on a 3 foul. But mainly is about this shape to the 7. Does it go to the bottom right?
It looks like it does, Tim, but if it doesn't, she'll just stop the cue ball up against the 8 and 3-rail the 7 out of there to the upper right-hand corner. It looks like it does go, and if it does, I think she shoots it. Yeah, she's shooting it. Oh, used the whole pocket.
Well, probably was not able to cut it as much as she needed to. So she hit it thick.
Exactly.
The speed made it drop.
Well, you know, shots like that, I mean, she apologized. She kind of waved like, hey, I got a good roll there. A lot of players will play that ball to slide in. And that one just took a little longer to slide. Uh-oh, that one didn't.
You were on 2 fouls.
There's Ralph Souquet and Joshua Filler. The Kaiser and the Killer. "56 years of age and he still plays so strong."
Well, not just how well he plays the game, also a true ambassador for the sport.
Yes, he is. True gentleman.
10 ball side.
One of Germany's great champions. Another one that fits the bill, but not as experienced, would be Torsten Homan. What a ooh, I thought that ball was in. Looked like it was all pocket.
Yeah, quite the back and forth. This time for Pia to still win the rack, but not in the prettiest way. Oh.
I didn't want to jinx it, but she had a 7-ball rather similar to that, and she missed the 7, but it was because she was trying to get position. I just thought that on this shot, she would just pocket the ball, but she missed it exactly the same way she missed the 7-ball in the earlier rack. Championships. And of course, Joshua was playing with Felix Vogel in the men's doubles. I think they might be out. I'm pretty sure they are. There goes the 4. To the side. Straight back on the 1. She could play safe a couple different ways here, Tim. How do you like playing safe?
Well, in some way, I kind of like the bank also, but
Yeah,
probably yeah.
I think she plays a very tight game. I don't think she'll bank at this. I could be entirely wrong, but I like the bank too. And it looks like she's going for it.
Well, the other option is scamming off the left side, bringing the cue ball 3 rails behind the 3-9.
Oh.
But she played the long rail to long rail safe, and I think that safety in general works well whenever you get like near the end of the rack, but not so well when there's like still so many balls to find cover behind.
Now this one is really straightforward. You kind of stun the cue ball to the right underneath the first ball, which I think is the 7 ball, and then bring the 1 ball 3 rails over where the 3 ball is. Almost 4 rails actually. You see the shot now? She's skimming off the left. Oh, that's it right there. A little more speed. That worked out perfectly.
Yeah, that nudge on the 10 definitely helped out, and the cue ball awkward over the 7. But a full hit can send the 1 ball over to the top side of the table, but not if you catch the double kiss. And now this layout is wide open for Silviana to get on the hill first. Tricky shot here. And did she land on the 5? This 6 ball might have gotten in between. Yes, she does not have the shot on the 5. And I wonder, she could have played double speed on the 3 and bring the cue ball 2 rails back out more to the center. So another safety coming up.
Five ball corner.
You know, Pia is a 7-time European pool champion, a 3-time Euro Tour champion. And that all started in 2022, so in the past 3 years. Young lady plays a lot of pool. And she wins a lot too.
Well, Silviana now winning the safety battle on the 5, so another chance for her. Center of the table. Tia on the 8 to cross over for the 9. Quite natural angle.
Nice approach shot for this 9 ball, but she could have got a little straighter.
Yeah, she's been pocketing the ball nicely, but the speed indeed, overall, she's been coming up short here and there.
And this 10 ball for a 2-game lead in this race to 4. Final outing at the Alpha Women's Las Vegas Open. A quarterfinal in the Women's World 10-Ball Championships in 2023. So she's been at the top. Final 16, Final 8 of the Women's World 10-Ball.
Well, the 1 ball hanging up, barely missed to the side pocket. And there might be a shot on for Pia to get going, but I don't think the cueing is so nicely. She might be over the 7.
If she doesn't have it, she handles that jump cue pretty well. Pia is a Predator-sponsored player and plays with the Pantera 5-2. Tough position on this 4-ball.
Wow, and I'm quite sure we both did not expect her to miss that 3-ball.
I think she was trying to either bump the 4 or get underneath it, not on top of it, or not on the high side of it, to have a shot for the upper corner pocket. Because from where she's at now, she doesn't have a shot. She'd have to play safe. I don't think she found cover. Interesting. I thought she would thin the left side of it, or two-rail the 3-ball behind this wall of ball and put the cue ball where the 3-ball is. Either way, it worked. Although she could jump this. You see that little window she could jump through, Tim? Right down the rail?
Yeah?
Yeah, she could jump this and go rail first and pocket the ball.
I mean, you make the ball, you can play a safety on the 4 right after. She
Exactly.
actually made a good hit also on the 3 rails, but...
Yeah, and she hasn't really... Well, this will afford me the first opportunity to play safe on this 4-ball, with this 4-ball.
Same thing here, just to make the 3 and then a stop shot safe behind the 8. She's definitely not going to do too much.
It looks like the 4-ball goes to the side pocket. So with good speed, she could pocket the ball and give herself a safety play off the 5. Wow, how did that stay out?
Well, super tight table at the moment. That might be one of the reasons why both players have not been running out so extremely well.
Now Pia, being down 3-1, do you go for this for this ball to the corner, or do you play the safe behind the 6?
Well, I mean, she has to think about the consequences too. I kind of feel like the safety behind the 6 is a higher percentage.
And she got it. No, I totally agree. But it's a choice the players have to make. But you have to take the score into consideration. You know, if you miss the ball and leave it hanging, your opponent wins the set. If you play a good safety, you have a chance to run the table yourself. And there it is with the ball in hand. She creates that chance by playing a good safe.
Foul.
And
Well, now all the hard work has done is to stay in line, but I think a stop shot or maybe slide follow should be okay on the 9.
nice little out here. And this 10 ball to pull one back and come within a game to tie it up.
Deciding opening set. I mean, that's it's just gonna go like that.
Well, I don't believe that, but it is what it is. As far as this is pool, I mean, it's so. One match can go one way, you expect it to, and the next one complete opposite.
Well, I'm just
And there's
surprised overall that so many matches are so close to each other. Like this match so far
Well-
doesn't feel like they're gonna have some distance between them.
Well, they're 5 points apart in Fargo. The results are rather close all the way around. Their style of play is pretty similar. They're both handy with a jump cue. And the only difference I see, or I even mentioned, was that I feel like maybe Pia can be more intense and focused than Silviana. But I'm going to have to recant that because I'm seeing this young lady with the same levels as I'm seeing from Mrs. Filler.
Nine ball corner.
Oh, good hit. I think we will see the jump cue coming out, but it will be difficult to make the 1 ball and get shape on the 2. Might have to jump this real first, but
1 ball corner.
makes the difficulty a lot tougher.
One thing she has to do here is not foul.
Extension.
The 4-ball's tough in case she does get a run out at it with ball in hand. Oh, nice try. Made the hit. No 6-ball help. She played the backward safety. That's leaving your opponent elevated.
1 ball corner.
I never heard it that way.
I've actually said that several times. I call it backwards because you're trying to be on the back side of that 8-ball, and you're not. So you got it backwards, but it's still safety. Or not. She cues well.
Well, she is on the 2. For a second looked like the 6 might have come in between, but it did not. But look at that 4-ball. That is not going to be something easy to solve.
Well, you have to get straight in on it, or real close to straight in. And play it. I think you have to play it across the side pocket. I don't like playing it, trying to get underneath it. Well, that's where she got. She got good on it. And actually, this is a stun shot. If it falls forward just a little, she's almost straight in on the 5. Oh, it's far enough past the knuckle or the point. Well, she made that problem look easy, but what about this problem? She has to get the cue ball up above the table.
Extension.
How do you like hitting this ball with right hand on her side, right hand English, and going 3 rails or 2 rails forward for the 6?
Well, it might be her only option to get to the 6, but it's a very difficult shot though. Very missable.
Yeah. A good draw shot gets her up there too. Well, she played,
Pocketed ball.
and look at this. She might get put back in. Well, no, because Pio just jumped this. I don't think she'd give her a shot to jump it if it's not open. But it appears to be open. Pia needed this.
Well, all the hard work has done. Now it's all about just trying to stay close to your work. Just don't get the long distance. Center of the table would be preferred. And perfect on the 10, so we are going for a hill opening set.
breaking to win the first set.
Yeah, then again, one ball catching the side pocket point. Fails to make a ball on the break. And there is an opening shot on the 1, but the shape on the 2. It also feels like the layouts are tough. A lot of difficult positional shots. Not so many balls going in on the break.
Well, that's part of what the hand rack provides, and also that's part of what breaking from the side provides. They're both breaking from the right side of the table as we look at it, and look where all the balls end up. Even though, amazingly, they're open for a run. I mean, they're open. You don't have to do too much to. Nothing's really tied up. But this makes for a lot of safety play right along here, a lot of maneuvering. Pretty much you're jockeying for position to get ball in hand. Or an open shot.
No, she's then once again playing that side-to-side safety. What to play? How much of this 2 ball does she have also?
Extension.
I think she might be kicking it. She's going to kick right behind it and try to stick the ball. It's not off the rail enough, I don't think, to be able to stick it. To hold the cue ball there. I only had a small glance at it. I couldn't tell. Yeah, it's pretty close. No, she could see it. And her safety may backfire.
Well, at least she did not instantly lose the rack. But I do agree with you. SILVIANA can roll up on the 7. I think it was a 7. Yeah.
Left a window open. She might take a cut at this. Hit this with good speed. You stay on the left side of the...
Two ball here. 2 ball corner.
Called the 2 ball in the corner. Is she going 1 reel at it or 2 reels?
Probably 2.
Oh,
I feel that's the best way to shoot that shot, because the cue ball leaves the vicinity and comes up towards the balls there. Might find cover.
now a shot on the 2. All right shape on the 3 ball, but still needs somewhat of a shot to get to the 4. Cutting the ball with that spin, you gotta make sure you calculate the cue ball bending into the ball. Yeah, and basically the spin got her there. Curved in more than she was expecting to do.
Opportunity.
Well, now it's all with Silviana, the initiative. The 6 ball, I think, does go to the top right, so stay in line, especially the first shot. Cue ball will be running around the 7 and the 10.
Trouble.
Extension.
Yeah, now jump cue out. This is really shaping up to be a nail biter of a set.
Five ball corner.
Yeah, went for the kick. Has now given Pia ball in hand. What a drama.
Well, she didn't expect to come back to the table, but she has. And it's with ball in hand.
Well, still some back and forth with the cue ball. Now, sure, if she's like almost straight, it's easy to stun over for the 7 in the bottom right. But sometimes you catch a little bit more angle on the 6 like this. Then you will have to run a couple rails, you hit it too firm, you land wrong. There's some issues. Let's see if she gotten straight enough on the 6.
It's just going to roll forward a little bit and be perfect. A little bit of an angle she could do without. Actually, it looks pretty good. Fall forward for the 9 on the side. Yeah, this looks good.
Yeah, you would say she's supposed to finish, but we've seen already quite some balls being missed today. Not just in this match, also in the previous one, so who knows?
I think her choice here is to either slow roll for the 10 or go around the table. for the 10. And I like this right here a lot. And this 10 to win the first set in a heel match. And Pia was down 3-1, and she came back and won 3 games in a row to take the set.
Yeah, so soon we'll be starting the second set. Not sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if Silviana chooses to leave the arena for a bit, take a time out,